Greetings, fellow time travelers, and welcome to a 300-day world tour of one of my off-screen worlds, the generic world. This is the world in which I'm the furthest. Well, that's not true. It's not the world in which I'm the furthest along. It's the world that I used to be the furthest along in hardcore mode, in actual hardcore mode. But as you can tell from the title, this is no longer the case, and I'm starting out in the caves over here, because this is where my 300 days came to an end. This is where I left off. This is where I was at around the 300-day mark. I was basically ready for caving. I needed to go into the caves finally. Well, this isn't even the first time. I mean, I did a good bunch of cave exploration before this, but this time I needed to go deeper. I needed to go further and deeper. So I was ready for diamonds and for lapis lazuli and for some redstone for the compasses, and I needed more iron. I was running out of iron, so I basically, this was time to go down into the caves and explore the caves. And sure enough, I died. I was slain. I was slain by baby zombies. Very unfortunately. This cave is lit up now. It's fairly lit up, so I feel fairly safe being down here. I can just hang out. It's not entirely safe yet. Like this part up here, there's still an opening up there that isn't completely lit up, so I still gotta watch out for things, for creepers raining down from up there. I really need to light that up. It's kind of like the next step thing. But let me go over here to the death site, to my first death site. It was extremely discouraging and disappointing because it happened right before day 300. It happened on day 295. This is where I died. RIP real hardcore mode. We are now no longer in real hardcore mode, because what I do is I reincarnate myself. I just using the LAN cheat. You can open the game to LAN and then switch to survival mode and then take it back out of LAN, and it's as if nothing happened, and then you can just keep playing. So now it's at this point it's survival mode with angry hearts, because I no longer have that sensation, the sensation of being in a world in which you're still on your first life. That sensation is gone now. I am now in my second life. But the way that I do this, the way that I play Minecraft is I still try to cherish every life. And basically after I die the first time, I just continue playing. I reincarnate myself and then continue playing and aim to not die a second time and try to challenge myself to play further, to try to make the streak go on for longer before I die the second time. So I'm going to be trying to make it to like day 600 now before I die a second time. And there's still a challenge to that. As you can see, there's plenty of diamonds around this cave. I haven't actually done much of the mining. I haven't collected the resources yet from this cave, because this is where I ended. This is where my 300 days came to an end. I just wanted to light everything up so that I can do this video, so that I can safely talk about my very unfortunate demise over here. I was really looking forward to making it to 300 days in hardcore mode. And this is my this is a new record for me, because before this my record was 282 days. So I beat my previous record in hardcore mode by just a little bit, and 295. That's really not very much. I mean, in terms of Minecraft notoriety, people go much longer than that in hardcore mode. So basically, this is a confirmation that I still suck at the game. I really don't. I haven't. That's really not very far. Basically. This wasn't, like, to be completely fair to myself, this wasn't like the first time that I encountered danger in this world, because I did do a significant amount of mining before this point. But this was a big breakthrough, because this was a very dark room. This was a dark cave. I should talk a little bit about how this happened. I'll talk a little bit about how this happened. This was a big dark cave, and I was trying to enter into this dark cave. This is a ladder that goes all the way up to the bridge house that was featured in the 200-day world tour, and I'll go up there and I'll do. There's a good bunch to the world that I need to show you guys. I'm just starting out here because I need to talk about how I died. Because I died. It's no longer real hardcore mode. So this is where basically this is how it went. So I had a bunch of doors. I had a door here. I was basically trying to very carefully make my way into this dark. This used to be a big dark cave, and there were lots of monsters. Because we are under the ocean, this is a cave system that's under the sea. So there's less space for monsters to spawn. So under the sea caves are more dangerous because there's going to be more monsters spawning in them. This was just filled with monsters, and they were just constantly coming up to you as I was trying to gradually, carefully make my way into the cave. And the way I did this was basically like this used to be completely blocked off. So basically, I would make a 1-block opening to where I could see through to chop down any monsters that would approach me, that would just go to the opening, because they can't. Most monsters can't get into a 1-block opening, except for baby zombies, and I did have some of that happening. But 1 or 2 baby zombies aren't too much of a problem. And then I also had a door here. Basically, the second step after I cleared off a bunch of monsters out of a single hole. And I did that multiple times because there were like many waves of monsters coming at me here. Lots of monsters would just keep spawning over here. It took a while for them to just stop coming up to the window I had. And then over here, I built a door, a wooden door, so that I had a place to escape to, so I can close a door behind me and eat some food and stuff before going back to to clear more mobs. And that kind of enabled me to go a little bit further out, and I started putting some torches a little bit further out, and there were still like mobs spawning like over there and over there in the darker areas, and they would still approach me, and I still had to watch out for these spots at the top in the ceiling, and watch out for mobs, especially creepers, jumping down, raining down from these openings. So I was also keeping an eye on that. There were mobs approaching from that other side, so I had to be careful, watching out for mobs coming out at me from that side that would block off my exit route. And here's what happened. So I was over here. I made it. I was basically, this was the final fight. The final fight to actually make it to this wall and to put these torches up here. Really, after this fight, the rest of it was easy. So I'm really kind of bummed out, feeling like I was so close. I was very close to actually clearing this cave and securing this cave, because after that one fight, the rest of it was basically smooth sailing, because I had no problem lighting up just around here after the fight that killed me. So that was deeply, deeply disappointing, and I was extremely frustrated with myself. But I got back into the game and reincarnated myself and kept playing. So, anyways, this was the way it happened was I was... oh shit. Hold on. Gotta be cautious. Gotta make sure I have a boat on me. I'm still playing in hard... I mean, it's hardcore-ish at this point, but I haven't died a second time. I'm still very cautious not to die a second time. Enderman can be very freaking scary, because if you accidentally look at it, you might be in trouble, because I don't have good Enderman escape routes over here. I think I have, there's an escape route in there. I have like a 2-tall hole there that I can escape to if I accidentally trigger an Enderman. Accidentally triggering Endermen can be death. They are no joke, because it takes 4 hits from an Enderman to kill you with full iron armor. Anyways, I don't know where he went. Hopefully he's not... No, there he is. I saw him. Hopefully I'm not going to be killed in my world tour recording. That would kind of suck, because that can happen. That can happen, absolutely. That can happen, because I don't edit anything. This is entirely a fully organic, unedited, lost footage. So back to the story. There he is. Man, he's blocking my exit and everything. It's very dangerous. I gotta be very careful not to look at him. So I was over here making the last stretch. This would have been the last push that I really needed to make. And I got ambushed by like 6 zombies. There were like 6 zombies coming at me from that direction. And I tried to fight them off a little bit, took some damage fighting them off. 2 of them were baby zombies. 2. There were 2 baby zombies. And at that point, at the point that I realized that I'm getting overwhelmed, that I can't just, like, you can only swing so fast with your axe, and to push them back. At that point, I realized I had to run. I had to go run for the exit, even though it's just zombies. You'd be surprised how dangerous freaking zombies are. If there's a group of them, a large group of them, they become no joke. So I started running over here, running to my escape route. Now, this is where things went wrong, because I went for the ladder instead of for the door that I had over here. Over here I had a door, and this was my main escape route. Because over here, the ladder site, it was still blocked off. I still had just a 1-hole opening. had a window, and I looked at the ladder. I was all nervous and super full of adrenaline and shaky, so I just didn't think quick enough that I actually needed to go up here to the door that was up here. I went for the ladder, and over here I couldn't actually access the ladder because I was blocked off. I blocked myself off, and at this point the zombies were all onto me, so I was trapped over here. And I couldn't, you can't make it to the door. By the time I realized my mistake, it was too late. I couldn't make it to the door. Now, over here at this point, I wish I still had the door and the stuff up here. I kind of didn't think fast enough, didn't think to keep it, because then it would have made more sense. I would have had more to show to you for the story, but I didn't think of that. Too late now. So just imagine that there was a door over here. This was blocked off. So I actually I did think fast enough to press the escape key. So I pressed the escape key and thought to myself, if there's any way in hell I can still get out of this. And I did that, and I was pretty happy with myself, pretty happy with that decision. I decided that the best thing I could do was try to just hold my shield up and just keep jumping to try to break through. There were like 6 zombies just piling in on me, including 2 baby zombies piling in on me, and I was at like 3 hearts at this point. So the best thing I could do at this point, holding my shield up, jumping, just trying to jump the heck over them, holding my shield up, try to break through them. They were basically pinning me down. Break through the pin down and run away. And I actually managed to do that. I succeeded in breaking through their pin down and running away. And I just kept running. And this was dark over here, so I had no idea there were more mobs over here, but I just had to get away from like the group of 6 zombies that was chasing me. And I was running this way into the darkness, not knowing what was over here. There was nothing over here. I was safe over here. The problem was, the freaking baby zombies are fast as hell. So even though you can run away pretty easily from the daddy zombies, I guess, the baby zombies kept chasing me at a rapid pace. And over here, you can't be stuck going up blocks. Like if you don't have stairs, you should have stairs lining your escape route when you're first doing this. That's where I screwed up. I should have had stairs going up to the door to make for an easy escape route from baby zombies. Because baby zombies are quick, and you can't get stuck doing this. And that's exactly what happened. And I was already only at like 2 hearts or something like that, and just 1 hit from a baby zombie ended my life over here at this site. At this very site on day 295. A baby zombie! I got slain by a baby zombie. I was so pissed. Very pissed, very mad. But it was also doubly frustrating because this happened the day after, literally the day after I died a second time in my long play series, in the prologue world. In my long play series, I died a second time, just recently, very recently, on like day 185. Not even making it to 200 days. So in this world, I really kind of wanted to prove myself to myself. I wanted to see myself make it to day 300 in real hardcore mode without avoiding danger. Like I wanted to face the danger. I wanted to go into the danger and prove to myself that I'm capable of clearing a large dark cave and making an entrance into a large dark cave, into like doing something dangerous. And I got so close. Like after that push, the rest of this was easy. That was the main push that I had to make, and it killed me. And I was very close too. I think I would, if I had time to look back and hold my shield back up and fight off that baby zombie, I might have been able to recover. There's nothing in here, just some drops and stuff. I might have been able to recover and actually run back and get to the door and then escape. I was very, very close to that. And I'm gonna go away from this Enderman now before I accidentally trigger him. That's it. That's it for this cave. That's all I had. There isn't really anything more to show down here. There's lots of exposed diamonds and stuff. I really don't want to fight that Enderman right now while I'm in the world tour. Trying to not to look at him, but he's very, very dangerous. But over here, anyways, there isn't much more to show over here. I didn't actually mine the stuff out. There's exposed diamonds out here. I didn't even break into the geode over here. This is an unbroken geode. I haven't broken into it yet. So there's the monster spawning in there because it's totally dark in the geode. But anyways, I'm gonna go upstairs now. Gonna go up to the bridge house because I have lots of things to show to you guys up on top, up in the overworld. I mean, this is the overworld. It's not the nether. All of this is the overworld. Up on top of the surface. On the surface. Let's get to the surface. Now over here, I'm going to climb through another storage room that I built, but I kind of want to go straight through it for now, because I want you to see where the storage room is, where we're at. So over here, this is the bridge house, right? This is where we left off in the previous world tour, in the 200-day world tour. This is where we were at. This is the bridge house. And still, I'm so happy with this bridge house, with this this space. It feels so roomy and just so refreshing to be down here. I absolutely love this space. So I spent a lot of time in this space, actually, in this 100 days. I ended up harvesting a lot of cow skin. I finally had enough cow skin to make the bookshelves. I got enchanted boots on. Did you notice I had enchanted boots? Because I do have like feather falling or something on the boots now. But I was ready for diamonds and to try to enchant. The first enchantment that I shoot for is a fortune pick, a diamond fortune pick. And I have a diamond pick. I have more diamonds for more picks. I have more diamonds that I found in the caves now that I can go back down to get more diamonds. Then I got a respiration helmet now, just an iron helmet. But I really just at this point I'm just re-rolling the enchantments to get a fortune pick. That's kind of the first enchantment that I want. And I still don't have. This isn't a lot of iron. I was out of iron. I needed to go caving to get more iron, and I don't even have an anvil. I need to get myself an anvil now that I'm doing enchantments. But anyways, I got the bookshelf and the enchantment table. It's filled in now. It looks very nice. I'm very happy with how this turned out. It really completes the space. Very happy with that. I got more sheep. I got more sheep going on. 4 sheep and 6 cows. This is maximum capacity of this farm, because I don't like to overcrowd my farms, and this is already kind of overcrowded. I'm still gathering some more cow skins, because I still want more item frames, and we'll get to that in a second. I'm still trying to get more item frames. I still don't have enough leather. I want more leather. I want more books. I also need more books for enchanting, for enchantments. Need more books. So I'm still hoarding leather. I'm still getting the cows, but I'm also hoarding the sheep, hoarding the wool, because I'm trying to get a lot of wool, because there is an ancient city underneath this mountain, as there is underneath every mountain. So I'm trying to get a lot of wool a stockpile of wool going to get into the ancient city. Let's go ahead and harvest the sugarcane. I am kind of, I'm just doing that every time I see that all of them have grown. So yeah, let's move on. Let's continue now. I can drop off the rocks real quick. I don't need that on me. Don't need that on me. I don't have a whole lot of resources yet. These chests are still not full. Well, this one is kind of getting there. But this is why I built the storage room. I realized that I am running out of storage up in here. I don't have a whole lot of storage. I only have this chest and these 4 chests over here. So not a lot of storage in this beautiful space. Beautiful space, but not a lot of storage. So I decided I need a storage room over here. Now, before I get to it, let me explain. The problem I was running into, I was actually making my way up the mountain. I built another location. I built myself another dwelling up in the mountain. I followed through with the plan that I had. I remember at the end of the last world tour, at the end of the 200-day world tour, I left you guys with a plan I had for the next 100 days, and I kind of followed through with that plan. I made my way. I made a staircase up to further up the mountain, and then I built a dwelling there. And I'll get to that. That's still to come, so bear with me. Please stay tuned. There's more to see here. So I did that, but then I realized that working around that area was too far from this area, from the farm, for anything to grow over here, because it was out of simulation distance. And I kind of like the simulation distance. I keep my simulation distance at 16 chunks. My simulation distance is 16 chunks, and I kind of like to keep it that way because I like to, it kind of forces you to build farms everywhere. So I kind of like that effect. I kind of like it that if you're working too far away, the farms aren't going to continue functioning. So you have to either build another farm out there, or you have to do more work over here. And I did a lot of work. I mean, I chopped down a lot of trees around this farm waiting for these, because I was stockpiling. I needed a lot of cow skins for all of the bookshelves. So I did a lot of work right around here. I chopped a lot of trees, did a lot of landscaping. I was building the staircase over there. So a lot of work did happen around here while I was stockpiling the cow skins. But then I needed more, and I recognized that it would actually make sense for my mining. I was running out of iron. I need to go down to the mines, and there is another mine. There is another cave system that I explored up there in the mountains, but that cave system kind of goes underneath the mountain, kind of goes farther out. So once again, I was out of simulation range. So I decided that what I actually needed to do was explore down underneath this location. Go right down, dig right down, and explore and go into the caves underneath here, because I wanted to be within simulation distance of the farm that I have going on. And that is why I dug down. That is why I went into the caves underneath here. And that was kind of at the end, towards the end of the 100 days when I actually did that. So these weren't the first caves that I explored. This was the second, my second diving into the caves. And I ended up building a storage room over here. A pretty big storage room, because I needed more storage. I built a bunch of chests, and I still need more item frames. I want item frames on these chests, so that it's clear what's in them. These are completely empty for now. I still haven't actually moved anything into them. And over here, I built a giant map wall. A very optimistic. Well, this isn't a whole lot. This isn't a large. I mean, there's. This is still not going out very far if you're staying with level 0 maps. I mean, currently, I only have about this much of the world claimed with cornerstones. So I have more cornerstones to go. I only have 19 cornerstones, which is only claims about a 4x3 area. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I have some other videos on cornerstones if you want a debriefing on what cornerstones are. So I still haven't done any of this. Haven't actually filled in the maps, but that's kind of the next step. But over here I have these massive windows looking out into the ocean. I really like how you can watch the fish into the ocean. But also, I'm not entirely happy with the space. This space does feel kind of dull and cold, kind of just cold, not cozy whatsoever, and dull. And I think that I might be able to fix this with some flowers. Like if I just did a shelf, like I'm thinking to just do a shelf over here with stone and just put some flower pots, and I think that would fix it. Because then you'll still have the floor size, the wall size windows over here. You would just be going a little bit out, just like the corners over here of the windows would be cut off, and I would have 3 flower pots over here, is what I'm thinking. And I think that will fix it. That's kind of my idea for a solution to this problem. But I haven't done that yet, because I don't have. I'm going to need to get clay. I thought I was going to do that real quick before the world tour, but I don't have clay for the plots, so I don't have any flower pots yet to do that. But anyways, that's the storage room. Now I want to move on to what I actually managed to build outside of this space. So this is my main exit from the space, because this is quicker. It's quicker to get up on the bridge than to go up the staircases. So I've been using that ladder a lot as the entrance and exit to the bridge house. So over here, this has been the route I would take to get up to the mountain. I would be walking down this path. I walked back and forth here a lot. But these stairs, because they're kind of inwards, because they're going in that direction and not this direction, it wasn't convenient to exit out of that door and go up the stairs if you're going in that direction, because then you kind of have to go backwards to go up the stairs this way, and then to reverse and keep going this way. So I ended up that ladder ended up being very useful. I kept going up and down the ladder. I'm gonna sleep real quick over here. Although I have a bed over here. Let's just sleep in the bed that I have designated for this occasion. I have a bed over here just in case, for this occasion that I end up being out here right as the sun is setting. I got a nice little camp spot underneath a tree in case it rains. I can sleep. I have a place to sleep in a dry spot if it's raining at night. So over here is the entrance to the other cave system that I was exploring. This is where the entrance is to the main cave system that goes underneath the mountain, and there's a deep dark biome underneath the mountain, as there is underneath every mountain, and then there's also portion of the caves there's a mine shaft portion that isn't in the deep dark that goes out in this direction. But it was still, or that direction, I'm not sure. But it was still outside of simulation range. I noticed that my farm still wasn't growing while I was exploring that cave system. So that's why I ended up kind of saving that cave system for later. I didn't really go very far into it, but I got down to diamond level, and I got my first diamond out of that cave system. I'm not going to go in there. There isn't really a whole lot to see there. I didn't really go very far into the caves. This is the way that I need to go in next. This staircase, I built this staircase going up the mountain, and this is kind of where I want to go to go further into this save, into this game world. Towards day 400, this is going to be the direction I'm going to go in. I want to go up further into the mountain. I want to clear the trees up on this entire mountain. I want to clear all of the trees, all of the small trees. I leave the large trees, the large natural trees. I kind of have a reverence for them. So I leave those, the ones that look good at least. But I built this pretty long staircase up the mountain, just as I was planning to. This is exactly what I had in mind at the end of 200 days. This is exactly what I had in mind for the next 100 days, and I followed through with that. I ended up building this pathway up the mountain, and I really like this overlook over here. Is wonderful. Came out exactly how I imagined it. I'm probably going to level this entire this stuff over here is probably going to get leveled, just that I have more of a patio over here, an overlook patio looking over this in between kind of creek valley. So I think it's kind of it's a pretty neat location. I want to kind of flesh it out, and I kind of like that this bridge is in between this beautiful site and that beautiful site. So I'm very fond of this bridge, and this is kind of it came out exactly as I imagined it would. And then over here, this is kind of where was my campsite for when I was working on this dwelling. I ended up making a dwelling into the mountain. There was like a little cave over here, and I kind of made the cave bigger, and dug in from this side to get into the cave. You can see at the end of the second 100-day world tour, I flew around this area to show you guys, so you can see what it looked like before I did that. And then I dug out a bunch of obsidian. This is where I collected my first obsidian. There was a lava lake over here. I completely dug out a lava lake with my first diamond pick. Got a bunch of obsidian for the enchanting table. I needed obsidian for that. I still don't have a nether gate. Still never been to the nether. 300 days into this world, still haven't been to the nether. Because I take it slow. This is casual. I play this game very casually. I'm not trying to rush towards the achievements. So up here also, I kept going with the trees. I kept going. I chopped lots and lots of trees. This is also now, like, a bunch of this has been cleared. I made my way further up the mountain, just clearing trees up the mountain, because that's kind of the direction that I'm going with. I built this dwelling is a construction dwelling. It's a construction outpost. I called it the mountain construction outpost, because I wanted a small storage dwelling, because that I can access, that's within reach, that's very close to the top of the mountain, because I'm going to be doing a lot of work up on top of the mountain, because I kind of want to build a major complex, a big complex up on top of the mountain, and I wanted a construction outpost to get me started on that, a place that's close, that's nearby, where I can store the cobblestone and the dirt that I would be hoarding from just leveling the ground there, the level. So I anticipate that a lot of these chests are going to get filled up with. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Darn it! Which direction was up? I think this was up. This was up. I think that's right. But yeah, got all the cobblestone going on over here, and all the dirt going on over here. This is already almost full. Anyway, so this is a bunch more storage space here, and then I ran out of storage in these chests. These are like my main drop chests for the wood, because I was chopping down so many trees. So I have this storage chest over here for the wood, and the rest of them are empty. I still haven't utilized most of my storage chests, but they're there for the future. They're there for the future because I anticipate needing a lot of storage while I'm working on the mountain, which is going to take up hundreds and hundreds of days. I'm going to be on this mountain for like 1,000 days. It's going to take a long time building like basically a castle on top of the mountain. That's kind of where this world is headed. So that's about all. that I have to show you guys. That's about as far as I got in 100 days. I guess I can just fly around a little bit to show you guys the top of the mountain. So I'll go in free cam mode here. I should look up, make sure to look up in case any Endermen go right in between me and the window. I don't think that's actually possible, but just to be safe, I'm gonna look up to not cross sights with an Enderman. Over here, this is the mountain, and I just kind of want to fly around now to end this off. I love how the bridge house looks from a distance. It looks beautiful from a distance. And I love how this area is starting to look. This is not complete. I still have more work to do to make this look nicer. It's still kind of rudimentary at this point. I just wanted the staircase. I wanted a convenient staircase going down all the way to the pathway to the bridge house. I kind of wanted an easy way to get from the bridge house to the top of the mountain. And that's what I did in this 100 days. Build this massive staircase. This area, this still looks very dull. There needs to be large oak trees over here. I need to do more landscaping over here. At this point, it's just a rolling, grassy area, which is kind of liminal. Don't get me wrong, I kind of like this effect. It's transient. There's this transient liminal effect to deforested, grassy plains. I mean, this is a forest biome, believe it or not. There used to be lots of trees over here that I chopped down. This was entirely overgrown with trees. I chopped down a lot of trees. This all over here, this used to be trees. I chopped down lots and lots of trees. But there is this liminal effect that I am fond of just gently rolling grassy hills with fence poles, with torch lit fence poles, right? And a bee. But this is not complete. I do intend to grow some tall trees over here. I'm not sure how soon I'm going to get around to doing that. But yeah, for the time being, I'm not entirely happy with how this staircase looks from this direction. At least it doesn't look very impressive at all. So I need to do more work over here. But utility-wise, it's very utilitarian. It's a very convenient staircase that I use all the time. I go back and forth, up and down these stairs all the time. So I'm very happy to have built it. Now over here, this is the next step. The next place that I'm going to go. Well, I guess the next step is collecting more resources from the mines. I need to do a lot of mining. I want to compile a bunch of resources. I want diamonds. I want lots of diamonds. I want enchanting. I want to start enchanting things and enchanting diamond stuff. It's not really worthwhile to enchant iron stuff because you're gonna end up spending a lot of experience fixing the enchanted iron tools and enchanted iron armor, because you're gonna need to fix them, and you're gonna need to use use levels and your experience levels to fix fix your enchanted iron gear, and you end up going through a lot of experience just fixing it up. So it doesn't really make sense to enchant iron gear unless you're just very 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 early, right before you get diamonds. So I kind of skip that stage and go directly to enchanting diamond armor and diamond tools once I get to enchanting. So that's kind of the next step. After that, I'm just going to chop more trees around here because I'm trying to clear this area to see exactly what I'm working with, and then I'm going to start working on the mountaintop, because I kind of want a big complex, like a castle complex on top of the mountain. And I'm going to start out with converting these caves, this amazing cave system that's within the mountain. I'm going to start out converting this space into an interior space. So all of this is going to become interior. It's going to be just massive windows going around it. I'm not sure how it's going to interact with this space. I have a lot of thinking to do, a lot of planning to do. I don't have a clear idea yet of what the mountaintop complex is going to look like. I have no idea. But anyways, that's to come. Currently, I'm thinking I'm going to switch over to playing in the peony world. Now that I've died in this world, it's no longer my flagship hardcore mode world. This is no longer the world in which I'm furthest along in hardcore mode. So I kind of want another world going on in which I make it past day 300 in hardcore mode. But I also want to I kind of want to keep playing in this world just to get more practice, just to practice clearing caves. Since apparently I suck at that, I need more practice doing that so that I'm more capable of surviving for longer, of making it further in my other hardcore mode worlds, in my real hardcore modes. I still have 5 off-screen hardcore mode worlds that are still real hardcore mode, in which I haven't died a single time yet. So and those are going to become progressively more and more precious to me, as one by one, I will eventually die in each and every one of those worlds. Eventually, I will die in all of them, and all of them will become converted to hardcore-ish, to survival mode with an asterisk, to survival mode with angry hearts, essentially. This is a really cool spot. I guess I should talk a little bit about this. I love this spot over here. These windows that I came up with in this dwelling, they're wonderful. I love these windows. It's just, I love just chilling over here and looking out into this area. There isn't really, it's kind of, there isn't it doesn't really open up into, like, there isn't like a very large spanning. It doesn't go very far. Like, the landscape doesn't go very far. But I think it's really cool that you can kind of look down in this lake that's surrounded by these very tall cliffs. And I loved having this window, having this opening where I can look out into this area over here. It's a really neat little feature. And then I love this window over here too. This also big window over here that also kind of has another view of it. So yeah, but basically that's about it. I should wrap up now. I've pretty much shown you everything that there is to see from this far into the playthrough. I feel terrible about having died just a little. I was so close to 300 days, 5 days away from 300 days. I died. It was such a bummer. It was such a buzzkill. Such a massive buzzkill for me. And it came right after I died a second time in the prologue world in my long play series. So it was very, very discouraging, very disappointing. But I gotta keep playing. I gotta pick myself back up and just keep playing. So this is now reincarnated hardcore, second life hardcore, and that's where I'm gonna leave you off with. I hope that I don't die before 400 days. Before the next world tour. I hope I don't die again. And I'm going to be doing a lot of dangerous things. I'm going to be going further into the cave. So I'm going to be, I'm going to be very cautious now. Got to be extra cautious. Got to watch out for the baby zombies. I don't want that happening again. Double baby zombies. Don't underestimate. Double, triple baby zombies. A crowd of zombies can kill you, can overwhelm you, and you will get slain by zombies. Very embarrassingly. And that's what happened to me. So please learn from my experience and be very cautious when you encounter that type of an encounter. I'm at a loss for words. That's it, guys. I gotta wrap it up. That is it. Thank you very much for checking this world tour out. If you like this kind of content, please check out my previous world tours. I have multiple worlds that I'm simultaneously playing. No, I don't just go back and forth. I kind of stay in one world, play a few hundred days in one world, and then switch over to another world. I'm going to be going back to the peony world and making some progress in that one next. So I'm not actually sure which one my next world tour will be. I have 3 more worlds that I haven't shown to you yet that are ready for world tours, that are just waiting to be they're already at the presentable stage that I need to record and present them. But I want to kind of alternate my world tours with like 3 or 4 or 5 long play episodes, and then I'll record my next world tour. But anyways, with all of that said, I've said everything I wanted to and more. So I really gotta stop talking now and call it an end. That is it, guys. Thank you very much for bearing with me. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any suggestions, any thoughts, any comments. Let me know if you want to talk about it something completely off topic. I also welcome that. I welcome critical comments. I welcome troll comments. I love comments. Any kind of comments. Terrible comments. Good comments. Everything. All kinds of comments are welcome. I'm doing this for the comments, primarily. So please let me know what you think. And I will see you next time. Shadowlay, my fellows. Shadowlay.